first night, 12 a.m.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of '87. Yeah, it's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station agrees. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night. at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come on stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Here it comes. Hold up. Okay, I don't know if some of you might witness that, but as soon as I lost as soon as I used up all the power, Freddy Fazbear was right there playing his music, and next thing you know, I pass. Okay, normally Freddy would get me around that time before, but anyway, all right, all right, everyone. We will continue this Five Nights at Freddy's, sometime next week, and just let you know a little bit later on tonight, I will be playing my, um, hang on, let me log on my phone here, what I put down for tonight. Let's take a look. Well, I'm gonna take a look here. Okay, so this is what I got planned when I make my videos for all of you. A little bit later on tonight, I'll be playing my Super Nintendo. Um, I'll play Super Mario RPG. And then tomorrow evening, I will be playing more of the, GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64. And then, well, yeah, Friday, I will be, like Friday evening, I will be surprising you all what game I have in store for the Nintendo NES. And then Saturday evening is Super Nintendo, and I'll be playing Super Mario Kart on Saturday. But Sunday I will not be live streaming, so I usually take a break. So anyway, what's coming up for June though? You know, those who are listening, um, June 22nd. That's when I want to get in. Those who represent, like, River City Church, by the way. I want to be able to have an online live streaming as we get into prayer, like have a prayer meeting on June 22nd. But I will be going live directly at 6:15 p.m. And then I want to try to start at 6:30. Okay. So, but anyway, when you get close to the time, I will be, but I do know what prayers we will be trying to focus on at least. So, and plus I will not be playing any worship music and no 3 hours soaking in his presence, because it will consider copyrights, just so y'all know. So, and also for June 26th, by the way, I have something special planned for the family Bible group, as I would like to call it, the fun group. Normally I call it the party group, but I was like, I think fun group sounds a little better. But anyway, I have something special in mind, by the way. So anyway, I will be going live directly at 6:15. So, and also just let the ones know, uh, we'll be sending out messages through the Church Center app. So the only way you all can interact with me is through your either your computers or your phone, tablet, so you guys can be able to chat with me on my YouTube channel. So, alrighty. Anyway, so yep. Anyway, I will be streaming live a little bit later on tonight for Super Mario RPG. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go relax for a while. So anyway, I'll see you a little bit later on tonight. Anyway, and oh yeah, one more thing though. Those who come across my YouTube channel, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead, feel free to go ahead. You know, yeah, I am sitting at 30 subscribers still. So those who want to, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, okay? But always keep the chat clean, like as in you might have saw my description. So if you need me to read it, I can. Give me just a moment. Anyway, I'll be more happy just going to read my description, see those who are new, those who comes across, so you're more welcome to subscribe, by the way. Just, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just read it to the ones that are going to be new to the YouTube channel, by the way. Anyway, hello, my name is Derek Cassidy. First things first. Yes, my YouTube channel is Derek Stories and Video Gaming. It is more fun and friendly, okay? And please, no racism remarks and no swearing either. All I ask is please keep it more PG. Yes, I do represent the church called River City Church. I'm a prayer warrior, and I do love serving as a door greeter. Anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe. And my YouTube channel has no advertisements, is commercial free 24/7. And I hope everyone enjoys my videos. Let me try again. I hope everyone enjoys my videos as much I enjoy making them. If anyone has a prayer request, feel free to leave them in the comments or email me, DerekCassidy23@gmail.com. Plus, oh yeah, as long as it's not offensive or anything, okay, thanks. Plus, only games I won't live stream for is GTA. Also, Resident Evil games. And if you have any questions or prayers, leave them in the comments or send me an email. And have a blessed day. Okay, alrighty. Anyway, alright. Anyway, I hope everybody got to hear me read all that. I'm just reading it, well, from my phone, actually, so that way you guys can. Anyway, yeah, if you're new to the channel, just feel free to subscribe. Anyone can subscribe, just as long as you keep it PG. Just don't say things like inappropriate or anything. Don't come off offensive or anything. Just keep it clean. But anyway, I'm gonna go take a little break here, and then I'll be back to do more streaming a little bit later for Super Mario RPG when I put on the Super Nintendo. If you guys are wondering how you're gonna see that, well, I do have the Prism Live Studio app on my phone, so I'm gonna set my phone up so you can watch it on my TV while you're joining me live. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get a little something to eat, and then I should be back on a little bit later. Anyway, yeah, those who are planning on going out for a walk a little bit later tonight. So actually, it's gonna be nice and cool a little bit later. Um, but it's gonna be like in the like overnight, like in the lower 60s at least. So yeah. Or if you're probably just hanging out outside your home at night, and you might as well just take advantage of the weather while it's nice and cool out before it gets too hot, you know. Anyway, I'll be back on a little bit later tonight. Um, so I will be doing more live streaming in the evening. So, um, yeah. If any of you want to know how I bowled last night, I could tell you real quick before I end the stream. Last night, though, I bowled a 151, 193, and 182. Even though our team, we lost all three games, but that's okay. It's always next week. It's always next Tuesday. So anyway, if you want to know how many teams are there are 16 teams. So anyway, remember though, if anyone who comes across my YouTube channel, you're more welcome to subscribe. Really. As long as you keep it PG. Alright? Because, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I do represent the church. So, even though I got friends from church, they will let me know what's been said on here that should not be said. Anyway, I'll be back on a little bit later tonight for Super Mario RPG. Alrighty? Anyway, unless there's any other video games that you like to see, like from Nintendo NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, or PlayStation 5, just let me know. As long as it's not a video games that has foul language in it and other content. So that's why I like to keep it more clean and more PG. So anyway, yeah, just let me know what you want to see, and then if I have it, then I'll see what I can do. Anyway, for the Mars, I'll be back a little bit later on tonight. Anyway, have a good one.